Hey everybody. So we are learning about fog and we're at a really cool place. This is ThreeJS fog and the experiment I kind of set up this time was I start off at uh, position of 5 on the camera, and then I have some text called fog 50 at -50. So if I pause this and I'm at 0, basically my camera's sitting at 5, and then the mesh is sitting at -50. So we're kind of looking through a red fog at something that's 50 away, 55 away, technically. And then as we move closer, what'll happen, and you can see how close we are. We're at like -2, so we're like 30, 47.8 away, and then we just get closer and closer and closer, and the fog gets less and less pronounced. So that is for linear fog. Now, unfortunately, um, the number that I have default value for um, exponential fog is pretty much um, on no matter how close you get. Um, would actually um, maybe if I actually made this 50, and then let's go. Maybe it's, well, oh yeah, because see, no matter how close or far, oh, so we lose a little bit when we're point. So it's like the fog is so thick that it stays red unless you are like right on top of it. So like if the fog was black, I guess you wouldn't see it until it was there. Or if we had like a white background and this was a red text and we were getting closer to it, it would be not visible until we got there because we have really thick fog. Our fog on this for is the density is zero point 0.5. So yeah, that's what we're learning. So one of the problems that I thought of was that basically both of these have the same fog, red, green, and blue. So we really don't want this this to show up in both cases. I mean, what basically what we're working towards is turning these into so that into inputs so that we can set the values. At this point, we can only see what they default to, and we set the defaults in earlier when we set up the scene. So basically, I'm going to add some logic in here, and basically I'm going to change this to or, and then I'm going to say or x exp2. If it's either one, either or, then we'll render a new row, and that row, oops, I don't want the whole, well, let's just copy this, and that row is going to have the color. So basically, if we swap back and forth between linear and exponential, we will say it'll stay the same color. And it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Maybe you would want different colors. Um, oh, I want something that shows different colors, but for now, linear and exponential share the same color, which at this point happens to be red. So basically what I want to see is in my drop down here. So right now I don't have any, so none of these are rendered. And then if I make it linear, then I see this fog. And so this row gets generated, and same with this row, which makes sense. And then if I have exponential, this same row gets generated. So, and basically you can kind of see there's a little space down there in between the two. So, that is probably that's the row. But basically we're going to want to add one of these in there, in here. So, and I don't know if I don't think I have anything else that has two colors on the same page. I don't think it's going to be any problem. It could be, but I don't think so. Fog color. And then, so I don't have a fog value. And actually, yeah, I don't know how that works now that I think about it in the scene. In the scene manager, let's see. So, see, actually, I don't tie them to form controls. So what I will need over here is to do it kind of like this. And I'm going to need like a fog red, fog green, and fog blue. And I think I'll just set it to 0. This is definitely farther than I was planning to go today, but I just cannot help myself. Blue, and then but red is equal to this scene, and it's just a number. It's not you can't animate it yet. So let's see, fog green. Oh, oops. Green, fog color, and fog blue. So that means I'm going to have to undo the work I had done. Blue color. Over here, on creation, I believe I create a form. Oh, maybe I don't. I thought I had created a form that, what am I showing over here? Oh, I overwrote all of it. Let me hit Control Z. Oh, the scene. Okay, so yeah, I was just showing this straight up. So now this becomes fog red color. Let's see, how did I do that over there? Fog red. Red, green, blue. Let's see. Blue value. I don't know what blue value is. Look that up. Control F. Blue. Oh, okay. Blue values in the custom control. That's right. So that stays red value. And then I believe this is fog red. Fog red. And this is one of those things, like, so, like, trying to manage, like, Angular does all the management of making this version of this app color picker, segregating the data out so that they don't overlap with each other. Okay, so then this also has these actions, and then it ties to a function that's in this class, but none of them exist yet. So and that'll break because of that. And then I'm just going to copy all three of those. And did I think I named that fog, right? Red fog. Red fog color change, and now it's not complaining about that. Green fog color change. Blue fog color change, and then scene blue fog color is equal to the new color. Update the scene. Scene. Well, I really did not plan to do this much. Green fog color, but this might actually work. Red fog color. This actually works. It's just clean living. Let's go ahead and add our mesh. Set it a good bit away from us. Maybe -50. Go in here. Give ourselves a linear. Now it's red. I got the red. So make it yellow, white. And so it is a white fog and it's a white. So let's just make it a black fog. So then, let's see, the camera. What we want is for the camera aid to look at, because looking at 0 is not going to work. We need it to look at -50, or if we animated, what's going to happen is it is going to, and then we want to go to, we want to start at 5 is fine. Now, but the animation is going to be kind of weird for the moment. So let me change this to Z position. We want it to go to -50. And now the problem is as we get close to it, the looking at is defaulting to 0, I believe. Yeah. So we want it to continue to look at -50. And so as you see, it's getting. So I guess if our density was higher on that, so I guess, yeah, if we switch it over to to exponential, we might see something interesting. So you can't even see it because the black fog is so deep that you can't see it. So let's pause this. Just use the. So like when we are at, let's see, Z position. So we're at like -46. We can barely start to see it. Let's see. It's kind of a bummer. Did I mess that up? Let's see, Z position. So -46. Why do I keep doing that? Here. So at -44.5 we can't see it, but then at -46, so we can add time. So we can make it 10 seconds so we have a little bit more. So we know at 46 that you can see it. So you can't see it at 45. 45.6, you can barely see it start to come in. Ooh, creepy. Woo! And then we can see it in its full. So that means like if we were to take this mesh and turn it to a different color. See, this is the funnest part. Let's just make it like green. And then okay, that's cool, right? That's cool. you don't think that's cool, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So as we come in and we get closer, boom, it just comes out of nowhere. You can kind of start to see it. So it'll be cool when we can control density and all those things too, so that, maybe it comes in a little bit sooner. But that is fun. And it was actually really easy to use my custom uh, component. There just wasn't much to it. So that was nice. That was just good, clean living on my part. I guess tomorrow we'll probably either do the density on this one or the linear near far. Um, and that's cool. And yeah, near and far. Uh, and I think that's going to be cool. I think it will be cool. Like, yeah, I think near, like if I were to make near 5, then we'd be able to see it. There'd be basically like no fog effect once the camera got within 5 of it, which that could be a very cool effect too. I don't really know what effect light does, like when you have a light, and because, like you would expect light to really have a big effect. So if I made this like negative 45 and then change this mesh to a Fong, so you can't really see it at all. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Let's see. No matter how close. Let's see. Oh, it's 45. That's not going to help. Okay. Animation. Oh, yeah. I think that is just big pimpin'. Anyways, how long was this video? 17 minutes. That's too long. But I did a lot more extra. I did a bunch of extra stuff that I wasn't expecting to do. And yeah, we can set the color of the fog now, which I think is really, really cool. And that's awesome blossom. Happy coding, everybody. Bye.